Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Francesca. It's your girl again, Francesca. We're still continuing in our parenting series, and today I'm going to share on five five parental mistakes that parents make when they're raising their children. And these days, as I go on in parenting, I'm beginning to learn and unlearn a lot of things, and I just thought to share about this five common mistakes that parents make in parenting. First of them is micromanaging, and I know that we all complain about being micromanaged. We all talk about, oh, this person is micromanaging me, constantly breathing down my neck, constantly, telling me to do this and do that and do XYZ. But I find out that this is also the same thing we do with our children. So we're constantly micromanaging them, we're constantly telling them this is what to do, we're constantly telling them this is how to do it. Now, imagine raising a child like that, and then this child becomes an adult, and 30, 40, 50 years down the line, the child is still needing parental approval to do anything. Your child is constantly coming to you to ask for one sort of instructions or the other, or to ask you. It's okay. It's okay to ask your parents' opinion. Of course, that's okay. It's okay to come and sound your parents out. Just to compare. Am I making the right decision, or am I about to make a mistake? But what is not okay is to wait for your parents to tell you exactly what to do, even as an adult. And most times this is a function of a child that has been raised, with constantly being told that this is what you need to do, or this is how you need to do it. Have you seen adults that they can't even take any decision? Have you seen them? Like grown ass men, grown adults, grown women. They can't take any simple decision. If they are not checking with their mom, they are checking with their dad. If they are not asking, should I do this? Should I not do that? They are asking, constantly needing approval, constantly needing somebody to tell them, oh, yes, this is what you should do. Have you seen those kind of individuals? That's exactly what I'm talking about today. That's what I am saying. We raise our children to be so dependent on us that even after we are gone, they are almost incapacitated. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. The constant need to intervene, the constant need to step in, the constant need to want to help them. Let your children make their mistakes. Let them be adults. Let them grow. Train them, wean them off their dependence on you. It is important so that as they grow, they become wholesome individuals, not individuals that are constantly dependent on mommy. It's like a child needing a nappy. It's like a child constantly needing somebody to wipe their ass or something, clean them up, because they can't do it. But they can. But they've been so wired or trained to need somebody to do that for them. Okay, it's important that as parents we check that need for us to constantly want to intervene, for us to constantly want to be, the go-to person always in the lives of our children. It's important to watch it. Then the next mistake that I'm going to speak to is being an enabling parent. Being an enabling parent, another word that describes it is being a parent that panders. Constantly you approve everything your child wants to do. Whether it is wrong, it gets mommy's blessing. Whether it is bad, it gets daddy's blessing. Why? Because it is my child. The constant need to enable your child, even in their bad behavior. You become that parent that is constantly supporting evil. Not evil really in, not the connotations, like not the evil that we, but constantly letting them flow in the wrong. The truth is, the more you enable the little bad behaviors, okay, the more you will get your child to that position where The lines between bad and good is so distorted that they don't even know what they should be doing or what they should not be doing anymore. Okay, you indulge them, you cater to their every need. Now they get into relationships, maybe they have friends, and they have friends that are not indulging, they're upset. They have spouses that are not indulging, they're upset. It's difficult to keep relationships because they've been raised in such a fashion that mommy will indulge me. I need this, mommy will make it happen. I need that, mommy will make it happen. And it is good. Be the provider that you are as a parent, really. But indulging, mm-mm. You want to draw a line. You want to make sure that what I am doing, I'm not enabling you, I'm not indulging you, I'm not making you be who you shouldn't be. It is crucial that as parents we pay attention to ourselves. Sometimes I think that it is our innermost, should I say, our need, ourself. Maybe it's something that we need to validate ourselves, the urge to do something. So we impress it on our children and carry out that thing that we desire. You know how parents will want, oh, this is what I want to do, but I couldn't do it, therefore my child has to do it. You know, those kind of shenanigans that we play out, It is important that you put a stop to it. Don't be the parents that enables. Okay, don't be the parents that caters to your child's every behavior, good or bad. You're doing it. um Another parenting mistake is parents that want their children to be what they are not. Have you seen that? Have you heard of that before? Like, you are not it, but you want your child to be exactly what you are not. How? And I'm not talking this in terms of career. I'm not talking this like behavior behavior. You are modeling something consistently wrong and bad, and suddenly you want your child that you are constantly modeling that bad behavior to miraculously be something different. Can't you see that it's a challenge? Like, how just make it make sense. You see parents that they are constantly yelling, and probably on that table. They are constantly yelling. They are constantly bursting out in fits of fury. They are angry all the time. And they want to raise a happy child, but that home is full of anger. There's a lot of resentment within them. Parents that tell lies, unwarranted lies. Have you seen people that, sometimes we can say that some lies are necessary. Not that they are good, though. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes there are lies that you probably excuse them, right? But you will see some parents that inexcusable lies, unnecessary. Unnecessary. They don't need to tell those lies. In fact, no one is asking them for what they make, the things they put together and conjure. I want to feed it to people. And you're raising your child in that environment, and suddenly your child is breathing lies. You're asking yourself, where did you learn to lie? From you, mommy. It's from you. Where else? From you, daddy. I learned from you. It's from you. So we have to model the kind of behavior that we want our children to have. Okay? We have to be the parents that we want them to be someday. You need to model good behavior. You cannot be a parent that breaks things. You cannot be a parent that throws things at people when they're upset. You cannot be a parent that hurl insults when they are angry and then think that your children will not pick up such behaviors. And then tomorrow you turn around and blame those same children for the behaviors that you taught them. You turn around and spin the wheel in a direction that you would now say, it's your fault. No, it's not their fault. They are learning exactly what you're showing them. So it's important that you draw a line. It is crucial that you do that. The next one that I wanted to speak to is bullying. So there's this parenting style that I recently came across, and they called it parenting by bullying. You parent your child by bullying them. you know. When I read about it, it was a bit interesting to me that you would want to parent your child, and the best style would be for you to bully them into doing what you need them to do. I'm not talking discipline, there's a difference. I'm not saying maybe correcting your child when they are wrong. I'm not saying maybe, of course, putting checks and balances here and there to make sure that your child or your children are following rules and being who you need them to be. I'm talking verbal bullying, hurling insults at them, calling them names, name calling, saying things that are extremely hurtful. While some people think that, in this parenting style, bullying and all that, people think that the physical bullying, so kind of like physical abuse, and all that is worse than the verbal. I personally think that verbal abuse is worse. That's my own personal opinion. I feel like, the abuse that is done verbally is deeply ingrained in the person. Have you seen people with mental health issues? Have you seen what they go through? I've had an opportunity to interact with a few of them, and you will be amazed at how deeply seated this abuse or their mental condition actually is. It's it stems from the years and years and years of abuse that they have endured. Of course, some mental condition are, medical totally, some are self-inflicted, but some are from how they are raised. How they are raised. They're so talked down on that they begin to see that themselves as exactly what they've been called. Have you seen people that they look at themselves and they cannot see any worth in them because of how much time, like they've been told so many times that you cannot amount to anything. So they see themselves and like, why should I even stress myself? I cannot amount to anything because they've been told that so many times. Physical abuse, another form is when people bully children by excluding them from something. It's okay. It's okay to use a little bit of deprivation here and there. Okay? It's okay to take away something preferred in order to get your child to do what needs to be done. That's okay. What is not okay is continuing the deprivation. What is not okay is making it like, I will show you, I'm your mom, I'm gonna deal with you, I will continue this line. It's not okay. It's not okay. We should draw a line. Punish, correct, feedback, go back, then bring them back to the table. I think there's a parable, an adage that says that when you beat a child, is it with the right? I don't know, with the right or the left hand, you shall draw them back with the other hand. Shall. When you beat them with this hand, you draw them back with the other hand. It's important that we do that as parents. You don't want to be the bullying parent, the parent that bullies into correction, the parent that bullies into cooperation. You don't want to be the parent that the only way your children can obey you is, if you don't bully them, they will not do it. Really. There's something is wrong. We have to go back and begin to think what exactly is wrong. What exactly is wrong. And again, I'm not talking about discipline. There's the place of discipline. But consistently bullying a child to get the child to do what you need them to do, it's not okay. Fifth one that I will be talking about today is inconsistency. Have you seen parents that are not consistent? Today, just like today, they will tell you, this is what we're gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow, they will say, did I say that? Okay, that's okay. That same tomorrow, they will make like three other plans that they would never hold themselves to. Never consistent, never accountable. Parents. Now, if a parent is consistently inconsistent, How do you raise a wholesome child? How do you raise a child that will be strong, able to make decisions? How? How are you even going to do that? Because you're consistently being that parent that your child can easily say, if mommy says this, just ignore it, she's not going to do it. Or this or that. And they already know, they kind of know what you're going to do and what you will not do. Or they know what you will not even do. Because there's nothing that you do. So for everything you say, you don't hold true to it. You don't do it. That inability to provide strong leadership, inability to lead the home. In fact, sometimes I feel like this is more to the dads. They just don't want to do it. They take a step back and allow the moms to take, the lead in parenting. No. No. When Bible says train up your child, he wasn't directing it to only the woman. Train up your child. It's both of you. It's a joint effort. Something both of you should come to the table and do. Training. You must give that strong leadership. You want to raise individuals that, after you are long gone, they are able to stand. They are able to say, oh, this is it. They have that strong leadership skills. They can come out. They are not afraid. They are not timid. They are not second guessing themselves because of how they are raised. They don't, they are raised in a home where there's only everybody can do anything they like because mommy will not be accountable, daddy will not be accountable, nobody will say something and follow through with it. So what's the use? You don't want to be that parent. You don't want to be that parent. Okay, in my next, that's actually where I will draw the curtain today. I just wanted to share those five common mistakes that parents make, and it is important that we pay attention to that. Do not micromanage your child. Do not be an enabler. Okay, do not be that person that will enable bad behavior. Model the kind of behavior that you want your child to have. Be a consistent parent. Be a consistent parent. Don't be that parent that is not consistent. Be a consistent parent, and don't be that parent that is bullying your child into getting what you need them to do. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, please, this is my special invite to you to do so. This is my invite to you to subscribe, leave a comment, like our videos. We are on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Instagram, and we are on Facebook and TikTok most recently. So please subscribe. Okay, until I see you again, it is your girl Francesca on Conversations with Francesca. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See ya.